Oh, hello there. Would you gentlemen happen to have a minute to talk about our Lord and Savior, Satan?
No.
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 Oh, fuck. Well,
Oh, you're talking to us? Oh, shit. My
it's
bad.
not like we have an audience.
Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
Oof,
Say that to the 2 viewers we get.
I don't have the stream up. Do we actually have 2 viewers?
I don't know, man. We got what? But
Oh, you know what? You're half right. That's good enough. So, boys, let's introduce ourselves and then get into Satan.
Okay.
Who wants to go first? I'm Adam. I'm hosting. We're talking about Satan because I just kind of found out that there's like a whole bunch of satanic temples and stuff. Karen, hi, how are you doing? Ready to
Hi.
talk about the Satan?
I'm Taryn. I didn't know there was a whole bunch of satanic temples. I could only imagine.
Yeah. Kobe, ready for some Satan?
Hi. Hello. I've been drinking for 12 years and looking for a new religion to help set me straight.
Did you see the same Reddit post that I saw?
I did
'Cause
not.
That is very relevant to this. That is how I found this topic. Okay.
Okay.
Well, see,
cool.
I mean, on a quick note, I mean, that's how you stop alcoholism, right? You got to find a higher power.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is scary relevant to the Reddit post I saw that inspired this. How about you, Fish? Do you have a drinking problem that our Lord and Savior Satan will
Fish? Did you
solve?
say fish?
I don't know. Maybe I am actually
Hi,
a
I'm
drinker, so
Fish.
maybe.
Hi, my name's Fish. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Nice.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
Court
enough.
ordered.
This is what it's turned into now.
Didn't take long. Only 22 episodes. All right. So
We're all drunks.
yeah, more or less. I mean, it's been a hell of a year. I think just pulling out the whiskey at 3 p.m. while you work, I think that's pretty normal these days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's more
you
like
know
a
what?
sour or a cider for me. I'm not really a big hard liquor fan.
I'm the guy that got shamed in college for drinking vodka straight. So yeah,
Shamed?
Oh.
shamed. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
weird.
they'll shame you for it. Yeah, you think it'd have street cred or something? They just thought I was weird and sad.
Yeah, it was a weird thing to get shamed for. I feel like you'd have been the alpha male in that situation.
Yeah, fucking pussy. Why aren't you
Nah.
mixing that shit?
Right?
'Cause we
Yeah, I
drink,
don't know.
we
Maybe
drink
I
to
was
have
thinking that.
fun. You drink because you have issues. That's why they shame you.
Exactly. Everybody else is having fun. I'm just trying to forget. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh no.
I'm just trying to go back to Soviet Russia. Nah, so maybe I have a problem. I don't know. But let's say I do and I want to fix that. Well, AA requires that you believe in a higher power or something like that. I don't know. I've never actually been. But I think I heard that somewhere. Maybe I don't like that. I don't know.
I mean, South
But
Park made fun
luckily,
of it.
did they really?
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
whole episode where
wow.
Stan's dad starts drinking too much, and then he goes to AA, and he's just like, "Oh, I don't really believe in that crap." And they're like, "Oh, trust me, Randy, you just got to believe in a higher power." And he basically just turns religious
Oh,
to the point where
it's
he's
that
like
easy, huh?
he's in a weird, I believe he's in a wheelchair. Stan's pushing him because a statue of who's the lady, Mary or something like that. That
Sure.
one of
Yeah.
them. Yeah, Mother Mary
That's
or
all
whatever.
Where she like
Yeah, anyway,
bleeds out of her.
yeah, she's bleeding out of her. They think it's her period or something like that, or no, they think she's bleeding out of her butt. But then they're like,
Yeah.
oh no, and they think it's all like religious and like holy that like this blood's bleeding out of her butt, you know, because it's a statue. They're like, oh yeah, it's gonna cure my diseases. So Randy goes there thinking it's gonna cure him. It cures him, right? Quote unquote, cures him. Comes back a week later. It's just like, oh man, the statue's just had her period. It's gross. It's just normal. And then Randy resorts back to drinking alcohol because he doesn't think he's cured anymore. Anyways,
Like
sorry.
to
Go back to
understand on a
your
spiritual level.
go back to your Reddit post.
Yeah, let's say I have a problem and I thoroughly rejected all forms of God, so Satan's got my back now because the Satanic Temple has a sober faction that they're starting. And you don't have to accept a higher power, you just have to follow their 7 tenets. So when I should have been working today, I fell down this rabbit hole. And it was interesting.
Interesting.
They have a nice modern website with some cool ass pictures of a statue. And I can't find the about page that I was looking at earlier that I was going to read from. So that's awkward. There it is. So yeah, the Satanic Temple has 7 tenets. And
Why 7?
I don't know. I guess it's kind of a holy number in the
The
Bible. I
seven
think.
deadly sins.
Oh, you know what? There you go. See, my
yeah.
mind went straight to 6, but that just might be my teen edginess coming out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, funny you say that too, because these guys are separate from the Church of Satan, which was founded by Anton LaVey in the 60s and was often associated with the Satanic Panic and all that stuff. I don't know if you guys know about that, but we can talk about that too. That's a whole other thing. It's super fun, not for the people involved. But
Interesting. So are
yeah,
these
no,
people are they Satanists then, or is it just a church like a temple?
these guys, the Satanic Temple or the Church of Satan.
The Satanic Temple. Like, do they follow? Like, do they consider themselves Satanists?
I haven't found anything in here that says that. It seems to me to be one of those like anti-secular religion things.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's one of those things like they have tons of satanic symbolism and it looks really cool. You guys should definitely check out the site. I posted it in the topics document because like they have this really cool statue of a goat angel Lucifer thing with his like fingers pointed up and a couple of kids chilling with him. He just looks cool. I'd worship him, but
I mean,
no, I was reading through it, and they seemed like just a chill group of people with some pretty decent standards and their tenets and stuff. Like the first one is just one should strive to act with compassion and empathy towards all creatures in accordance with reason. With reason. I also noticed that none of these tenets mention Satan at all, which nice. I dig it.
Oh, you can donate $666 to their cause.
You can. They're also in a lawsuit with the state of Texas over an abortion ritual.
Oh,
oh, yo, check out their holidays.
Holidays? Where'd you see that?
On their set.
There it is.
Learn
Okay, yeah.
holidays.
I did not do very much research into this.
Lupercalia. I kind of said that. I thought I read like leprechaun or something like that.
Hexenacht. That's a cool sounding holiday. It's coming up too.
Unveiling Day. Halloween. That's a what? I'm joking.
Wait a minute. So the Christians that wouldn't let their kids celebrate Halloween were right this whole time? Gasp.
Sol Invictus.
Why is the Satan stuff always written in Latin, even though, like, theologically, Satan would have predated Latin by, like, forever? Riddle me that, Christians.
Because Latin
No.
sounds spoopy. And
It
it's
does,
cool.
though.
No. That's neat. I don't know.
Interesting.
Satan stuff's always cool.
Interesting.
I've always gravitated
Yeah.
towards it, not necessarily believing in the whole grand scheme of it all, but like, the imagery and stuff is definitely cool. Maybe not so much, all the gore and stuff, but the typical go
Yeah, I don't
ahead
think these
stuff,
guys
pentagrams,
into
they're
I
cool.
that.
Cool shape,
Yeah,
cool geometry.
yeah. Well, they also have like the whole upside down cross thing, which really isn't a symbol for Satan, but they adopted it because I guess they didn't understand what it was the symbol for. So, whoops. But still, cool stuff, cool art. I think I'm not really educated on this, but I'm pretty sure most of the modern like imagery for Satan and hell and stuff actually came from artists in the Renaissance and wasn't justified in any of the mythology. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Oh well. That's how mythology changes. I like it. But yeah, the 7 tenets are pretty cool. There's not a whole lot on their website.
Yeah, I was just reading through this.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
But they have this overfaction. You can buy stuff. But they also have the Church of Satan, which has they're a separate entity. And they seem to be a whole other beast.
Oh yeah.
They're into they say stuff they have a lot about magic. They have 9 satanic statements, like some of them are a little interesting. Like number 2 here, Satan represents vital existence instead of spiritual pipe dreams! Exclamation point. I'm not sure what a pipe dream is, but I feel like Satan wouldn't say it like that.
Hey guys, you can get a tote bag. Bring Satan home with you. They got posters.
Oh boy.
They got candles.
Oh, nice little coffee mug. Oh, you
Pins.
can get a Baphomet statue. That how much does that cost and how big is it? Because that would be
Isn't
just imagine like being an oh, that's $100. No thanks.
Dude, they have an app.
Really?
They have a mobile app.
Oh,
The Satanic Temple application.
Women t-shirts.
That's weird.
Oh, neat.
There is a selected article on this page. The headline is Satanist turned the founder of the Westboro Baptist Church's dead mom gay.
What?
That was my reaction.
I think I need to hear that again just to make. So Satanists turn the dead mother of the Westboro Baptist Church's leader gay. I think I made that worse.
Satanists turned the founder of the Westboro Baptist Church's dead mom gay.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
Where did you find this?
I went to I went to learn and then media, and then if you scroll down past the books, it's the middle article. Posted. This is from
Oh yeah, I
2013.
saw that.
Wow, that's 2013, huh?
Old.
This is old.
They still a thing.
I don't know. When was this site updated?
Yeah, I feel like that's what happens to a lot of places. You know, they make the website, they go through the whole 9 yards, and then they just don't do anything. But you know what's easy
Yeah.
to do with it? Today's sponsor. No, I'm joking. God, could you imagine? Could you imagine, man? Oh, we're so good at setting that shit up, man. Oh man, what does it take to get a
Yeah.
Squarespace sponsor? Huh? We're sponsoring everybody.
Probably takes more than one viewer.
Maybe.
Ooh.
Dang.
Dang. Savage.
Ooh. So, with I don't know how deep we really want to go into this. You know what I
You
mean?
can only go so far before a Satanist shows up outside your house and sacrifices you. So yeah.
Well, would they really sacrifice you though? Not maybe this the other church or whatever. I mean, this place seems pretty cool. You know, they're just like,
Yeah, these
hey,
guys
we're
are
just
cool.
all about living life, being good, and making dead moms gay. You know, that's all we're about.
Goals.
But like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep going on this topic or not. But we'll put it out there.
I feel like
Wow.
it's pretty spent, to be honest, and it's my topic.
Was Satan really a bad guy?
That depends on who you ask.
Yeah, I was
Or
gonna say that depends on who you ask, obviously.
or was it just one of those things where, you know what, he was just the scapegoat?
I'm not, like I said, I'm not super up to date on the theology and stuff, but I'm pretty sure originally Satan and Lucifer are two separate entities, and Satan was just like this dude that ruled hell, and he served God. Actually, he like God used him to tempt people. And Lucifer was a bad guy though. So I don't know. Maybe Satan was just chill, but I could be like completely talking out of my
Tell
ass.
me.
I don't study theology.
So God's the bad. Satan did nothing wrong.
All matter of
2021.
I mean, if you've ever watched Supernatural, then yes, God is the bad guy.
Dude, I'm sad to say I watched like most of that, but then I never got to like around to.
I mean, I haven't started it, and 15 seasons is a long time, and I heard it gets kind of crappy after 5, so I don't know if I
got
want to.
10. Can't remember.
Oh, I've seen it all. I wanted to know how it ended.
No, on a person of the outside, right, who doesn't really know a whole lot about, whatever, what does that? What does Satan fall under? Like religious categories, like Christianity.
Judeo-Christian theology, I guess.
Is that all of them?
Yeah, I call
for
him.
the most part.
Well, he started in. Well, actually, hold on. Did he start in Judaism? Ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know.
We're not the correct people to be asking this kind of question.
Yeah. Fuck. Where was I gonna go with that? I forget because I just started to think about what all fucking religions they are these days.
I mean, there's so many people are making
How
up their own.
about the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster?
I can
There you
marry
go.
people under that church.
Are you ordained?
I am ordained.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
So,
Under the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster?
Yeah.
You're ordained?
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't you marry yourself?
Because
Yeah.
I don't want to put.
Would have saved you money.
You know how many people I would anger on Mandy's side of the family? Because they're actually religious on that side.
Oh, I'm aware.
Don't reject your God, man. I've played enough D&D to know that goes to a bad place.
Yeah, no, I did it like a long time ago, so I don't know if it's still like sanctioned or legal. I don't know. Yeah.
Doesn't that cost like $50?
I think there was a sale on it. Believe it or not, I just did it for the. I did it for the memes. Yeah, no, man. It's I really know nothing about it other than the fact that, you know what? I'm gonna get married on the cheap. Hit me up.
I'm your guy.
Be boiled for your sins. Remember that.
In sweet marinara sauce.
Yeah. How did this do you guys even know like how this came to be?
I'm guessing somebody got bored and made a website.
Probably. You know what I feel like.
Is it like can you write that down like in a census like when they like can you actually consider that your religion? Is it legal in the United States? Like I
I
know in like
mean
Australia you can put Jedi as your religion, so I'm sure they don't care. But
I mean, I would like to believe you can. But I also feel like here in America there's probably some weird stipulations. 'Cause we're
Here's a
stupid.
question: can you just like start making up or like a religion, or like, yeah, is there like a process you have to go through
Well, you gotta
for it to
survive
be
the cult
considered?
stages. Okay, you gotta
yeah,
survive past being called and labeled as a cult. I think if you can make it past that, then you're golden.
how do you make it past that?
Alright.
Asking for a friend.
I don't know,
Show me,
man.
Science.
Don't
never mind.
actually drink the Kool-Aid, just pretend.
Don't
Oh,
even reference the
Yeah.
Kool-Aid, right? It's
Yeah.
just
yeah. I
there.
think
Have it on the table as an option, right? But don't be like, hey, make sure you grab a cup after. Now just leave it there. People will do their thing. All right.
don't even mention it. Just don't like somebody asks you about it. Pretend you don't see it.
Now, I mean, I don't know. It's like I feel like it's anything, right? It's got to get a big following, right? Get enough people to believe in your cause or what you're spouting, and then boom, there you go, done. Religion.
Right, but is
Yeah.
there like something you have to like? Do they have to like recognize you as like a religious, like some kind of religious group, or are you just like boom there?
Certified.
I mean, I think the diehards will never recognize you as a real religion.
Oh,
But by
certified spin.
law, I'm sure by law, you can probably be seen as a legitimate religion.
How to start a
Now the
religion with
question
pictures.
is,
WikiHow.
oh, there's a WikiHow?
First, write a plan. Second, develop a cosmology. Third, select a name for your religion. That's gonna be the hardest part. That's where most religions are gonna die. Right there. Right, is
That
the
was going to be my
naming phase.
question.
I
Yeah.
can't come up with a good gamer tag. How the fuck would I come up with a religion name?
Develop a list of your religion's core tenets. Talk to people about your religion. Find a meeting place. Read about historical examples. Okay. Part 2: earning legal status. It looks like there's a form that you got to fill out. Form 1023-EZ. I don't know if that's.
Pretty sure that was a tax form I filled out.
That's probably what it is, right? It's yeah, file taxes or not
Well,
file
religions are
taxes.
exempt from
Something.
taxes, so yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Oh, so that's how they determine if you're legitimate. Can they tax you? Then they're like, all right, now you're a religion.
There you go.
Yep, that's how it works.
Man,
We should
dude.
be in charge.
There we go. You guys want to start the salt religion? Yeah.
Sure.
Do it.
I got nothing better to do.
If you could all have your own religion, though, what would you name your religion? If we can just name any religion and then just fill out a form.
God damn it. I just see like people just going up to like taxis and be like, all right, yeah. I get that 1023 EZ, please. Got a lot of deductions I gotta write off. All under the name of the pickle.
Oh yeah, that's true. You would be the Church of the Pickle.
Yeah, I think that's what I think honestly, I think that could work out, you know. You got a lot of different like cuts of pickle, right? And therefore that you could start like making some tenets around that, you know. Really nail it home.
Ooh, I can already picture your haters. Be like, boo, you're just copying off of Rick and Morty.
Kind
Yeah.
of. I just have you know, I was a pickle before Rick and Morty. So there we go. Take
I
that.
don't think they're gonna care.
Take that and smoke it twice and come back to me with a valid argument. And if it's good enough,
Thou
share
shalt.
some with me.
The first tenet will be, "Thou shalt not compare our church to Rick and Morty."
Yeah, I feel like we get a lot of people coming in there, you know, being like, "Oh, I'm Pickle Rick." No, you shut the fuck up. You're gonna go to hell if you say that. No.
20 lashes.
Everyone starts beating him.
So here's it. Maybe we don't want to go down this path, but I'll ask it, and you guys can reject it if you want. If you have a religion, and say it's or a cult. Well, shit. Let's say you have a religion. Let's say you don't pay taxes legally,
Sure.
and this is a pretty hardcore religion. Somebody sins, and you give them 20 lashes. Is that illegal? How does that work? We're gonna assume that the person consents to the
I
lashes,
feel
I
like
guess,
there's
or
kind
it'll
of
make
a
it
fine
legal.
line right there, and I don't know
Wasn't
what crossing it would
wasn't
be.
there something about that though? Like I thought there was like a big news thing about that, something similar. Maybe not to that level, but
I mean, it's illegal if you're in a cult, but cults aren't recognized by the government as religions generally.
Well, apparently they
So-
can do it legally in 19 states and schools. So
Got me there.
Wait,
I
really?
googled this corporal punishment legal, and it said school corporal punishment is legal in 19 states, and over 160,000 children in these states are subject to corporal punishment each year.
Holy fuck!
well, there you go.
Are they all in the South?
I would
I
bet
don't
some money on it.
it doesn't name the states, but I'd wager yes. Actually, wait, there is a list. There's a bunch of just like searches. One was Arkansas, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. So I'd say yes.
Gonna get your lashings, feller.
You want to drink the pickle juice? Oh, 10 lashes.
Drink from his body.
Ew, God. Oh, so how they have like communion? Are they all gonna like take a one bite out of like the same pickle?
Yeah, we're gonna have a
like
big
nibbles.
we're gonna have a big pickle jar, right? And it's like it's gonna be like what's gonna be like on tap, right? So you fill up a little cup with some pickle juice, and you got one like dude that just does not want to be there holding up a giant like pickle, and everyone's taking a nibble of the pickle.
I feel like you could be more sanitary and just hand out those little pickles on a toothpick.
That little gherkins.
Ah,
yeah.
nah. You gotta appease to the priests, all right? You gotta give them the little, the sliced up circle pieces, so that way they can slip their fingers in your mouth.
God, the sexual innuendos in your church are going to be out of control.
Hey, but we're gonna promise good faith, right? So it's all fine.
I'm sold.
Corporal punishment. That's an interesting one. I don't get who thought that was a good idea. Let's beat them into learning.
You know, humanity's kind of fucked up when you get down to it.
Yeah, no wonder the monkeys are going to take over.
We were the monkeys.
God,
I mean, it's crazy because think like you think we're fucked up now. Back then, it was even worse.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, like all this corporal punishment and stuff comes from the past. I mean, we used to burn women at the stake for like knowing how to read.
This is true.
Hmm.
which is even more fucked up. Crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It used to be worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is like objectively the best time to be alive in human history.
Look at the
Yeah.
Salem witch trials, man. That's some fucked up shit.
I really want to
Yeah.
go there. Salem, check
Salem?
it out. Yeah, maybe do some magic. Yeah, oh, being with the spirits.
No one who plays Magic the Gathering is allowed in Salem.
What do you mean?
It's not real magic.
I got a
It's
deck
not
made
that.
specifically for there. Come on.
Aaron sitting alone in Salem, South Dakota instead.
Oh no, not that place. So I don't know. Have you guys ever thought about like have you guys done any like witchcraft? You know, any like lighter than a feather, stiffer than a board or whatever?
Have I done
Never did.
witchcraft?
Yeah, ever practice it? Huh? Ever pulled out a Luigi board and just like start asking questions?
It took me at least 2 seconds
Yeah.
to figure out what you just said. No, I've never done it. I know somebody. Well, I met somebody who I think subscribes to those ideas. And like, not gonna lie, when my bad luck is out of control, I do think back and wonder if she cursed me or something. Kind of like as a joke, but no, I've never.
Poison and dry spill.
What?
Got
What?
that? You got that
What?
dick?
I
I have
hex you.
no.
I give you dead dick.
No.
Nothing in my life has actually changed, but this makes it so much worse.
Oh, okay, so I'm guessing you guys have not done any sort of witchcraft or anything like that. Do you guys believe in
I
like?
pretended I was Harry Potter for like 5 years.
See, that's wizards though. That's different.
A wizard
Some
is
wizards
just
and
a male
witches, right?
witch.
No,
Well,
no,
only in
no,
Harry
no.
Potter universe.
And technically, no, they're not even wizards. No, a male witch is a warlock. Yeah, pleb.
A
Yeah,
male
like
witch
I'm pretty sure
is a
the term
warlock.
witch and warlock came from the British Isles, and wizard came from somewhere else, I think. But I mean, it's people that do magic. Who cares?
It's not the same.
Pretty sure the word warlock actually means oath breaker in whatever language it was.
Oh, does it? Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
I
According
think so.
according to Wikipedia, it's a male practitioner of witchcraft.
Yeah, there you go. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
A male
I
practitioner.
wish I could.
Interesting.
I don't know. Do you guys?
Do you believe in witchcraft?
Do I believe in witchcraft?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Same.
But I like
mean-
I like to play with the idea of believing in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that.
Same with like
Like,
magic and stuff like that, or just magic overall, I guess.
So this wouldn't be really like witchcraft, I don't think, but like I used to like not really believe in all that stuff. And then I've heard some stories on the reservation about the skinwalkers and shit. And you drive through Yellow Bear in the middle of the night, you see some sketchy shit. It starts to make you wonder, all right?
No, yeah.
I feel that. No, I understand that completely. I wouldn't tie
Yeah.
that into witchcraft, but like,
You know,
nah, I seen some shit
was gonna
driving
be-
that night.
that was gonna be my next question, was if you guys like believe in like the supernatural, right? Because if we're talking of like skinwalkers and stuff like that, I tell you right now, I don't necessarily believe in it. But back in the day, you put me and Kobe and our friend group in the same room, we made ourselves believe in the craziest shit.
Yeah.
Same. Man, so like, I would say I don't believe in it, but there's enough doubt in me and enough like that doubt has enough danger weight on it. If it is real, I don't fuck with that shit. So
Just on the
Yeah.
off
Like, if you-
chance of like, oh, I ain't touching that. Nope. Just walking away.
yeah, like if we write out the equation, I'm like 90% sure it doesn't exist, and 10% there's 10% of doubt, but that 10% of doubt has like a weight of 100, and the belief that it's fake is
So-
like a weight of 5. So
Speaking of skinwalkers, you want to hear a story that I was told through the fire department here?
do I need to get more whiskey before we start this?
No, I don't know. Maybe.
depends on your life, I guess. For you, probably.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't know. I haven't started attending the satanic
it,
temple.
it's
so-
short. It's not very long.
No, go on.
So like they's driving through Yellow Bear, back to Yellow Bear in the middle of the night for a call, and they's driving. They seen like this old lady, walking on the side of the road.
I heard this story before.
So they pulled
actually.
over, and they asked her if she was all right. They're in the rescue. They asked her if she was all right. Seen her riding around. She said no, she's fine. She's gonna keep walking. They said, "You sure?" She, yeah, I'm just gonna walk. She said, "Be careful. There's deer up ahead." And they're like, "Oh, okay. I don't know how you would know that, but okay." So they keep going. She's walking in the direction like that they were driving. So they get up ahead. They get up over the hill. Sure enough, there's fucking deer in the road. Right? They slow down. They stop for the deer. One of the deer walks up to the window, says, "See, I told you so." and they run
Oh,
off.
So
That's the story.
That's the story.
That's so fucking stupid.
You-
What? Dude, I was expecting something horrible.
I heard a different version of that story where instead of the dude talking, they got up on their hind legs and chased them for a while.
See
So that was a little scary.
that would have been better.
Yeah.
Just get fucking.
I never said it was
just
scary.
get fucking ganged up on by a bunch of like bipedal deer. No, this one just walks up. Is like, "Told you so, bitch."
Starts walking backwards into the weeds. Bitch.
Doing the deer equivalent of flipping it off. She's like, "Bitch."
Nah, yellow bear. Yellow bear at night is sketchy, man.
I do feel like those Native American myths they creep me out more than like other myths.
They do.
Oh,
they
what was
really
that?
do.
What was that one by Verm Kobe with like oh, like that hill that we have that
Spirit
everyone,
Mound.
Spirit Mound, yeah, where it's like all like the
Yeah.
little people.
I forget what they're called. They're called like
Whopper.
Winnoogies or something like that.
I
Or
think so.
getting canceled.
It seems something kind of. It sounds stupid. Like would wanna. What good? I don't even know.
I think that's what they're called.
Good.
But no, man, that's that's real. I tell you, there's shit out there, man. I've seen it in broad daylight.
Have you?
I mean, yeah.
I only went there once and it was super windy.
I mean, it's always windy out there. Now you're not supposed to go out there at night. That's what they say.
But have you gone out there at night?
Fuck no.
Mm,
Ain't
how
going
do you
out
know?
there
Same.
because there is multiple counts and reports of people going out there at night and being chased by these little things out there.
Well, that's your problem. You're running away. How are you gonna know what they are if you run away? You gotta make friends. Have a picnic.
Because otherwise, you're fucking dead.
You don't know.
Man.
They could be friendly. They
No, no.
probably just want new friends. They're so lonely out there in Spirit Hill Mountain, wherever.
Nah, they're not friendly.
Now, I will say though, as far as like stories go, I will say like all the stories that kind of like creep me out the most though are like stories from like Native Americans about like the Winoogies or whatever and stuff like that. Like for some reason, those just really like hit home and they like terrify me a little bit.
Yeah, same. Like Bigfoot, don't give a shit. Tall men, fuck that.
Yeah, you heard about Pine Ridge, right? A couple years ago.
Go on.
They
I
had
don't think-
that big string of there's fucking teenagers just committing suicide left and right, and that's what they said it was. There was a tall man.
The tall man.
I thought that was
Tall man
supposed to be
spirit.
some weird Slender Man thing.
Oh, the tall
Well-
man's spirit
well,
is like
just-
Slender Man. He's like a suicide spirit. Like
Oh,
fucking makes people want to commit suicide.
I mean, can
Is
you
that
And
one of
just-
those tales where
that's
they
what
say
they
they're like
say
this-
was going around the Pine Ridge Reservation there for a while.
I
Like
actually-
every week there was like a couple different teenagers committing suicide.
I actually did hear about that, but it was in reference to Slenderman on, I think, the Cult podcast. That's crazy.
I mean, kind of where they get all that stuff from Native American culture.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah,
it.
because that's fucked up, man. They got some spooky
It's scary.
stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Fuja's Skinwalker. I don't even know if that's a Skinwalker story because the stuff I've heard about Skinwalkers is way more horrifying. But that's mostly from a book.
I know.
Alright.
That's what I was like. I was getting so hyped because I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be a doozy. He's just like, told you so.
I don't know. That's just the one story that I was through the fire.
I don't know.
You guys
Man.
ever seen
You got any
shit
better
like that?
stories, huh? Let's hear them.
I don't, unfortunately. No.
I'll see you then. Shut the fuck up. Sit the fuck down. God damn it.
oh, you want to hear a story, huh?
Let's hear a story.
I can tell you one that one of my old managers told me. She's also Native American. I don't remember where she was at, but it's like this small secluded place where just like a handful of people live, and like they have like this like weird this ritual thing that they have to do like every night, and they have to like make these symbols on their doors and shit like that. Because like there's like these things out there where they live, and they come out at night, and like you're supposed to lock your doors, supposed to like cover up your windows and shit. And they say like there's like these I can't even like I can't even describe because I also don't remember like what they look like. All I know is that these people ended up like some of the men go out and they like hunt for these things. And I guess one night when they were there, they ended up catching one. And I mean, they weren't allowed to look at it or like do anything like with it except for the dudes that were hunting. But there was like people were like hearing like things running around their houses and like scratching on the door. And then these dudes caught this thing and it was just in a bag and it was like making like pig squealing sounds. Then
What?
they just took it off somewhere.
Oh, fuck. Give it to the government. Well, no, don't give it to the government. Give it to an independent scientist or something. Come on.
Yeah, but you can't look at it except for the hunters.
I mean, it's not like you can't look at it kind of thing. I mean, it was like a ritualistic hunt that they were doing, like a ceremonial kind of thing.
Yeah, sounds spoopy.
Yeah, man, some crazy shit out there.
Stuff happens in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, man, the supernatural. That's
We were
out
on
there.
on a fire out in the middle of the woods, middle of the pines on the Pine Ridge Reservation.
See some
Over
deer.
by Wounded Knee, dude. We're out in the middle of nowhere. There should be no one out here. This lady just middle of the night too. This lady just walks up on these guys from the BIA, scares the shit out of them.
She a deer.
No idea what. That was just some lady.
Told
No
you
idea
so.
why. No idea why she was out there. What she was doing. She just walks up on these guys. What are you guys doing out here? Dude, by shit himself. I would have too.
What are you doing out here? There's a deer up ahead.
They just turn on the lights. They're surrounded by deer. Bipedal deer.
What times do I teach you these lessons, old man?
Bipedal deer holding chains and crowbars.
What's the scariest story you've heard? Not necessarily like not a Native American story, but just like any like. Have you guys ever told like a ghost story, like a not even maybe a ghost story, just like something like that stuck with you that you still kind of believe today?
I don't believe it, but it fucked me up as a kid. But like in grade school, my friend told me this ghost story about this. I don't remember the specifics. It was this lady slash demon slash something or other. Who her legs were chopped off at the knees and her arms were chopped off at the elbows. And at night, she would scurry around, and you could hear the pitter patter of her walking on those things, super fast and stuff. But if you heard it, you had to go completely silent or she'd eat you. And it's not that great of a story, but as a kid, it fucked me up.
I feel like when you're a kid, you get those ideas in you, and then like
Yeah.
the more you think about it, the worse it gets. I even have that issue like sometimes too, where it's like I don't have an issue with like watching like scary movies, for example, but if the movie's good enough to plant that idea in my mind, like it's hard for me to go to sleep at night because I'm just like constantly thinking about it and like over analyzing like every like minutia of detail that I hear or see. It's horrible.
Yeah, I feel that.
What about
I
what about you two? Any spoopy stories that fucked you up?
Not that I can think of.
I don't think I have stuff that like messed me up like that, but like one story that makes me, because I do believe in like spirits and stuff like that. But there's a family, not a family. There's a story that I mean involves my family, but my mom and aunt's dad. I guess one of them is technically her stepdad. He used to be a runner. Like he did track and stuff like that when he was in school and stuff like that. And like when he was for his workouts, he would just like go for runs and stuff like that. And I mean, he passed away long time ago now. But they were down in back on our reservation in like kind of the Wagner Marty area. And we have an urban legend out there where like you're not supposed to like look out in the trees and stuff when you're like driving at night, because like spiritually you might see something that might look back at you and it'll stick with you. But they had my nephew with them, who was like maybe 5 or 6 at the time, and they were driving home that night after, I think they were going to my grandma's like her grave to like leave some flowers and stuff. But they're just driving there, and then all of a sudden, my nephew pipes up, who at this point is like, he's like only just now starting to like really like just like speak a lot. And he looks out, he's looking out the window, and my aunt's in the passenger seat, and he says we'll call her L for privacy's sake. Well, he says grandma L, there's a man, there's a guy outside your window. And then she's like, what? And then she's like, yeah, there's a guy, he's running like next to the car, like smiling at you. And then that was it.
Fuck little kids, man.
We don't condone that. We're just saying.
Well, why'd you have to go there? No one was thinking that.
A bad joke.
Unless we're going back on the previous conversation of the start of this podcast. But nah, dude, seriously though, like all that, like all the shit that like, kids can see, you know what I mean? And like especially pets too. Fuck that. Fuck that. I don't care if it's real or not real. It's scary as shit.
Yep. So, Taryn, if Stanley and Lucy start barking at the night or something, or growling at shit, and stuff starts moving around, I don't care how much they shit in your house, I'm leaving.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, you know what was really scary? So, I haven't had too many issues, right? Like every once in a while, like Stanley's pretty stupid, right? Like he'll just be sitting there staring at a wall for no reason.
I do that, so.
Which isn't scary. It's just funny because he's sitting in his bed and his bed's right next to a wall, and he literally like faces in his bed looking at the wall. So a lot of his stuff I don't really care about. But fucking the other night, I say other night, like probably like a couple months ago at this point, I was sitting there, Andy's working overnights, and I'll be honest, it's a little weird sleeping alone. And initially, just because like with her, this is like the first time she's really like working overnights, and like we're really like kind of like apart for that long, and stuff like that. So sleeping alone at night's always kind of weird, and it's kind of like the first time like I was getting in the habit of sleeping alone, And I'm sitting there in bed, and we just have Stanley at this point, and all of a sudden, Stanley just starts going off. I'm like, what the fuck is your deal? He's just in bed barking. I'm like, what are you doing? So then, like, I shut him up. I go to bed. I go back to bed because I'm like, it's nothing. He does it again. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I finally, like, because now at this point, I'm scared. Because, it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, right? It's like he keeps barking. I'm scared because I'm alone and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what his deal is. So I go and I do the good old routine, right? Turn on all the lights. And check every little nook and cranny. And I literally can't find anything of why he's barking because like all the blinds are closed, right? So like there's no light coming in from the outside, casting some weird shadows or whatever. So I'm like, there's nothing here. And then I go back to bed. He does it one more time, and I get up and I check one more time. You know what it was?
What?
I put so it was a trash bag that I put in the bathroom and closed the door. The reason why I put it in, put the bagged up the trash was because like there was some chicken in there or something, so it was just stinky, and I feel like taking it out. So I put it in the bathroom, and like it was just so much shit in the bag, and the bag was just shifting around, making noises. And Stanley would bark at the thing. Oh my god, it was so, I love the relief that you get, but I gotta say, man, the chase is always good. Hindsight.
Yeah. What would you have done if you hadn't found anything?
I probably would have just stayed up or something. I don't know.
You guys, have you other guys ever done quote unquote the routine where you like tactically clear your entire house?
Flashlight in one hand, fucking tactically going around corners looking. that build up of like turning on the light switch, you know what I mean? It's dark and you're like, I gotta find the light switch. I gotta find the light switch.
Dude, that's like when I was younger and I was home alone. If I heard like any like noise out of the ordinary, every single light in the house is on.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yep.
I'm surprised I'm not more superstitious in this apartment because I've lived here for a long time now, and there was even a time where like it was just me and my aunt here, and I was just chilling, playing video games like I do, and then my aunt like slowly just like pushes my door open, and I look at her and I'm like what, and she's like, I saw, she's like I saw a shadow, like walk across because my mom's has the master bedroom like way at the back of the hallway. And so she's like, I saw like a big shadow like walk across into her room from her bathroom. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Right.
See, I'm kind of like that though too. You know what I mean? Like if someone comes to me and does something like that, I'm like, okay, I don't really have any issues. But it's different if you see something or you think you see something. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Or like if you think you heard something. Oh, those are the worst. Ooh.
I always anytime I go to the bathroom at night, I pretty much make sure I know where the light is to my room. So I turn the lights off and then I just like kind of keep my head down and go to my room. I pretty much don't look into our kitchen living room area because I'm always like, what if I look down there and like I see someone standing there? Or
Oh.
I see something over there. You guys like that with the
Yeah. So, like,
the quick jitter of like running across
Yeah.
that hallway, even though it's like 2 feet. You're like, oh god.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned that a ghost's gonna come get me. Like, I don't know. They can if they want. I don't know. I'm not overly concerned. I'm not gonna fuck with humans though. If I
Fuck
saw
that.
yeah, like I was listening to the last podcast on the left a lot back in like August or September. My anxiety was already super high because of all these other stresses. And then they told the story about like a serial killer that hid in this person's closet for days waiting
Yep.
for them to get back home. And then he came out and did horrible things and stuff. And like I was away for a few days and I came back and I cleared every inch of this house with a fucking tomahawk. Like I was ready to smack a bitch if I needed to. I don't fuck with humans. So, ghosts, come get me, sure. Humans, fuck off.
See, I can agree with that statement. I don't think if there is a spiritual spiritual natural, or is that how it is?
Spiritual natural.
Spiritual natural, that whatever.
They're technically, I guess, paranormal.
Paranormal.
The word you're looking for.
There we go. If the paranormal is real, right? Spirits and whatnot exist. Honestly, I don't think they're gonna do a whole lot. But I agree that a human person gonna do a lot more than a spirit.
No, person will fuck you up, man.
Yeah.
Like especially around October, Halloween time, I watch a YouTube channel. Guy calls himself Mr. Nightmare. All right. He just like narrates like creepy videos, but there's like one, I think him and Corpse Hub's husband, I mean Corpse Hub, he did the same thing like way long time ago. But he's got other videos where it's like creepy footage of like, and it's like people, just like weird ass, random ass strangers in people's houses. Like there's one where someone's like chilling, napping. It's like one of those houses where it's like the kitchen and then like the living room kind of comes down a couple steps. Then they have like stairs that go upstairs on like one side of the wall. And this dude's just like napping on his couch on the thing, but he has one of those like Nest cams in his living room. And this person just like walks down his dark ass hallway and just like looks over his like balcony and just like watches him for like 20 minutes and then goes back into the darkness of his house. And then the guy was like, I had no idea anyone was in my house until I reviewed this footage.
God damn.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I keep all my doors locked, as like all the locks. I don't just do the knob. I do the little thingy with the bolt and everything. When I moved in here, I noticed one of the vents was a little loose because it's bent a little bit. So I put tape over it. So if it ever comes off, I know. Okay. I checked all the other vents. I don't fuck with that. It creeps me out.
You guys do that? Do you like leave like little things, or it's like little markers, where it's like if you know something's been opened or like moved?
Oh yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. Now that I have cats, it's a little harder because those guys fuck everything up. But
Did you guys ever hear what there's like a story like a while back where there's like a family that found a homeless there was like living in their attic for a long time. They didn't even know he was living in their attic.
Oh, I think I remember hearing about that.
I've heard many stories like that.
Oh, that's like crazy. It's like the guy who like lived in like a supermarket for like a decade or whatever, unnoticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes me
Goes back-
excited to get a house this year.
We talked about if anyone's gonna hide, it's gonna be in the house that you own.
Pretty much. Open invitation. Yeah, joking. Please don't.
Just you wait.
But if you do, don't fuck with me. All right.
Just you wait. You and Maddie are gonna move in, and then that first night, Maddie's gonna be waking you up and be like, Darren, I hear creaking in the attic. Will you go check? And then first off, if you're laying in bed and your significant other tells you that they hear a sound in the attic and they want you to go check, are you gonna go check?
I'm nailing the attic shut. That's all there is to it.
I think
I'll tell you
so.
right now.
Just grab the air compressor and the air nailer.
Fucking shocking and I don't have an attic anymore.
I think I would, because it's one of those things where if I don't, I know I won't get any sleep. You know what I mean? And I'll be honest, if I just don't know what I would do in this situation if I found someone up there. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing. Is like I think searching. I think I could get the balls big enough to do it. But what do you guys do if you fucking find someone like that?
One, I have a tomahawk in my hand, so I charge. Screaming everything. Either they run the fuck out and get out of my house or they die. I'm not fucking around. I'm not risking a serial killer. Is that illegal?
See, the scariest thing for me would be poking my head up, like first going through the attic, because like it's just your head, and at that point they could do whatever they want to you. Like they have control of the situation.
Yeah.
Look,
until you get like your arms and your upper body up there.
So you get a flashbang. You just throw a flashbang there.
Yeah, let me go grab my self-defense flashbang out of the fucking kitchen cupboard real quick.
Taryn, you're dyslexic. You'd probably grab the fucking frag grenade instead of the flashbang.
Hey.
You'll throw a fucking pepper shaker up there.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My key bounds were messed up. I didn't know. Okay. They got reset. Yeah, I don't know.
Popping up there with the fucking M91 and just start unloading and just going in circles, just praying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Adam though. I think I would charge, right? Because here's the thing: the guy's anticipating, right? The guy or girl's anticipating that you're coming up there, right? They hear you coming up there. They're not gonna think you're gonna fucking burst in there though like a maniac.
They're gonna expect you to be like, what the fuck
especially
are you doing here?
if you pop up there naked, they definitely gonna expect that.
That's what I was just gonna say. I was like, the goal is to out crazy whoever that crazy person is, all right? Because they're gonna be hiding from you because they don't want you to find them. That's why you just drop your trousers and in a low voice you just say, "I see you over there."
You keep an emergency because I understand it might be difficult hard in that situation. Keep an emergency Viagra. Pop that bitch real quick. Get hard. Charge at him.
Extra strength injected into your bloodstream, man.
Cops show up. You're just like standing over the guy with a boner. He's just like, "Go down, man."
This hasn't.
Shut up! Shut up!
This isn't gonna go down for another 8 hours, and I'm happy about that.
The police told me I got 15 minutes with you.
Now, see, I would up you though. Instead of doing that, right? I think that's a good situation. But let's talk about preemptive things. Just keep some creepy ass shit in your attic or basement. Make whoever walks in there think twice about staying in that place.
That's actually a pretty good idea. Have like a fucking altar
dude.
for fake sacrifices.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy
I
some
can't
furry suits.
I can't I can't
Oh my
stand
god, there you go.
grandparents.
Hey, why do you have this fursuit? Prevention methods. What do you mean? Oh, you
Jeez.
walk in the house, you see that, you think you're gonna stay? Good point. Good point.
Why do you have a massive studded dildo? Bludgeoning.
Oh, there you go, Taryn. That's why you get a Moby Huge.
There you go.
You just charge in there with that thing.
Let's go. Boom.
That's 3 feet of silicone greatness that they're not going to be able to know what to do with.
The question is,
Dude, and especially if you're carrying that thing, like you don't have to do anything. You flip them over on their stomach, they're gonna think, that's gonna scare them even more. You don't have to do anything after that. You just flip them on their stomach, like, oh no, this dude's gonna
Oh,
do
yeah.
stuff, and you're just like, you got the upper hand right there.
All right, you get up and you go down the stairs right now, or this thing's going in places you don't want to know.
I'm gonna show you where the wild goose goes.
so here's the question.
I know this is gonna fit in your hole. That's why I'm gonna make a new one.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
Jeez.
Whoa.
Sorry, Adam. Go on.
Has a dark spot in his soul. So if you charge into battle with this dildo and you lose and die, and Odin's Valkyries come down to figure out if you need to go to Valhalla or not, does the dildo count? Does that count as dying with a weapon in your hand?
Yeah.
Should.
Oh, yeah. That's like attacking someone with Mjolnir at that point.
Yeah. Oh, that's hard.
Oh my god, only the worthy can use it. Man, now I'm just thinking of the scene where like what's her nut fucking breaks Mjolnir. And I just like replace Mjolnir with the fucking Moby Huge, she just cracks it.
Oh, God.
I
She's
wielded
like,
this thing
and
before
she's-
you.
She's just palming the tip, just
Exactly.
suspended in air.
Oh no.
Goodness gracious.
There you go. There you go. These are the salt tips for keeping you safe in your homes. It's that easy. Just that easy.
Beat the fucker with a huge dildo. That's all it is.
Hey,
Yeah.
fight or flight. You know what I mean? Packing that thing. Never leave home without it. Crazy. Well, I think that's going to do it for this week's podcast. If you liked it, feel free to hit that like button. Maybe even subscribe if you're not subscribed already to get notified when we go live every Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time, except for next Monday because a couple of us are going to be busy. We got life, and yeah, unfortunately, we're going to miss next week's podcast. But you know what? We got enough stuff recorded and on the channel for you to go and watch previous episodes that you may have not seen already.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like I said, I think that's going to be it. Take it easy. Tell someone you love them, and don't forget to pack your Moby Huge.
Peace and love, baby.
Peace and love. Catch you next week after the next week. There we go. Bye.
Thank you.